All right, let's get started. Hi, I'm Lauren. Today we're going to review how to get your brands into retail stores without any of the typical marketplace or agency fees. As I go through the demo, feel free to use the Q&A if you have any questions. At the end, I will go through all of the questions. So when you log into the hub, you will see a card that says get into retail. When you do click that, this is the first thing that you're going to see. In order to get started, you are going to want to input a Shopify website right here. So for the sake of the demo, I have array.com. If you do not have a Shopify website, don't worry, you can still use Retail Connect. What you will do is click on this button here that says, or upload a CSV of product data. When I click it, you're going to see here that there's two steps. The first step is going to be to export your product data from your website, and then you're going to want to upload a file of your products and then click done. If you're unsure how to do this, we do have helpful links here. So if you're using WooCommerce, for example, you can come here, you can see where to find the products tab and where the export button is. Once you do have that CSV, again, you'll want to upload it here and click done. Now, if I return to the original screen, we're going to start today by using a Shopify website. So you will enter it here and click Find Retailers. Now, what Pietra AI is doing here is it just read the website. And so you can see here, it read the website and then discovered that Array sells digestive health, sleep aids, wellness kits, travel packs, and nutritional supplements. Now, if you're a brand that sells multiple different types of products, however, there's one or two different product categories that particularly interest you when it pertains to retail, you can come in here and edit. So for example, I may be trying to get my digestive health, sleep aid, and nutritional supplements products into retail stores. So I will come here and then click update. At any time, I can also click this edit button here. This edit button is going to return me to the original screen, which I'll show you where I can enter my store again. So if you are also a brand owner that operates multiple stores, you'll be able to switch back and forth. So here you can see Array is selling digestive health, sleep aids, and nutritional supplements. And we've used AI here to match Array with retail categories. So now these are categories of retailers that are likely to carry their products or already carry similar products. And so you'll see a number of categories here. You'll see health food stores, natural food markets, supplement shops, vitamin shops, and the list goes on. Now, if there's something very specific that you're looking for, you can also click Find More. When you click Find More, you're going to be able to type in something like the examples here. So bars or sport shops, juice bars. I may be looking for grocery stores. So I can type in here grocery stores and click Find More. Now, it's going to load another set of options of retail categories that I can explore. So I can see here now I have organic grocery stores, health food stores, specialty food shops, natural food markets. So lots of different options here. So if you are looking for something specific, just remember you have the Find More button. So if I come back up here, I now have a list of retailers. And you can see here, I have the estimated sales. And so the way we've done this is we've used AI to essentially do some research on your website and the products that you sell, and then research all of these retailers as well. And what is returned is the estimated sales, if that data is available, the foot traffic, the location of the store, as well as some information on it. And so that might be a description. You can see here, there's a bunch of different tags here that describe the store. You can link out to the Instagram of that retailer so that you can get a feel for that retailer. You can look at their website as well. And so then if you look on the right-hand side of my screen, you can see that this is an outbound tool. So I have this long list of retailers that meet my category that are all opportunities for my brand. And now I have the means of contacting them all in one place. So I can email any of these employees of this retailer. And I can actually use AI to do so. Now, because we're trained on the retailer and on your website, you can actually get a email that is crafted on your behalf with the research that was done for you. So you'll see it even describes the products that you sell, why you would be a good fit, the fact that you would resonate well with their health conscious customers. So lots of good snippets here that would help you get in front of that retailer and explain why you are a good fit for them. You'll also notice here that you have the ability to drop in your signature. You may, of course, edit anything in regards to the email that you like, so you can add in additional information about your brand. And then it's always a good idea to input your social media handle or your website. So this is super customizable to you. And then you have the ability to add a brand deck or upload a video. So we'll start with uploading a video. Um, Uploading a video is one way to help your brand stand out amongst all of the emails that the retailers may be getting. So you, as a founder or a CEO of your brand, can create a video that describes you, your passion for the brand, why you've built the brand that you have, and you can share that directly via email with the retailer. They'll be able to put a face to the name, and they'll be able to, understand that passion that you have, and that will translate through the video. So the video length can be up to 60 seconds, and it gets sent via Google Drive. And so when you do go to send your first email, you will click here, send email, and you'll see. So a common question we get is, where's the email sending from? And so the email is sending from your personal Gmail account. Now, that can be a personal Gmail, it can be a business Gmail account, but it is sending from your email. It is going to go to the retailer from your account with only the text that you put into the body here and only the attachments that you attach. There will be no mention of Pietra, and then the responses go into your personal Gmail account. And so you'll be able to chat back and forth with that retailer, and we can discuss how you can use Pietra in terms of follow-up or shipping orders afterwards, once you have a PO. But you'll want to go through this flow to connect your Gmail. And so I can show you how it looks like so that when you go to do it on your own, it is familiar, but it should look pretty standard here. Once I have, in fact, connected my account, you will now see it says from with my email here. So just know when you see that it says from and an email, your email has already been connected. Now you can click edit here anytime, and you can change email accounts. So if for some reason you wanted to email with one account and then you want to switch to another, you are more than welcome to do so. You can also send yourself a test email. So if you want to see how this email looks before you send it out to any retailers, you can come in here, you can type out your email, you can click to send a test email, and the email with all of the attachments, videos, etc., will send to the email that you input. And therefore, you can see exactly how it looks before you then send it to a retailer. Now, one thing to note is when you do use this button here to research the retailer and write your email, it will create a subject line as well as the body of the email. Again, all fully editable and customizable by you, but it should give you a pretty good starting point and a good understanding of that retailer. You also have the ability to upload a brand deck. Now, I get questions from time to time on whether it has to be a brand deck. It does not. If you have line sheets, if you have a brand overview, or anything that you have that you think describes your brand or is helpful in understanding what products you sell, you are welcome to attach that here. And so there you are. You can start sending emails directly here. Now you may find something like this, a general contact. So when available, we will provide you with individuals who work at that retailer. So you can contact and you can say, hi, Lauren, and you can send an email directly to them. If there is no buyer or contact that is available, there will be a general contact usually. Now, this means that the retail store has a general email account, and you can then reach out to them by that way. There's a few other ways you can also reach out to these retailers. You will see here Instagram DM. Now, Instagram DMs have typically a 97% open rate. It's a very good opportunity for you to get in front of that retailer. And you can use the AI again to research that retailer and write you a DM. Now, when you go to click send DM, what will happen is your DM is going to get copied to the clipboard, and it's going to open the Instagram profile of that retailer. So you would then click on message, and you would paste it right here. The important thing for Instagram DMs and also for phone calls is because the outbound takes place outside of Pietra, you're going to see this little dialogue when you come back. It says, were you able to Instagram DM this retailer? You'll want to say yes if you did. And so the reason being is you have in the top right-hand corner sent messages. When you open it, you're going to see every retailer that you've contacted. You will see the means of which that you contacted them. So you sent an Instagram DM, the date in which you contacted them, as well as the message that was sent. You'll also have the ability to print a shipping label. So I mentioned earlier, the communication may happen via your inbox, but when you come back into Pietra, you'll be able to print a shipping label. And so if the retailer has told you that they want to receive a sample product, you can come in here, you can add your address. This will very soon be auto-populated for you to send directly to that retailer. And then you can choose, you can put in the information and you can create your shipping label. You can also ship directly from Pietra. So fulfillment customers have a few added perks when using Retail Connect. If your inventory is already in our fulfillment center, we make it super easy for you to come in here, select the product that you want to send to that retailer. The address again will be auto-populated for you, and then all you have to do is click create order. So super easy if you're using our fulfillment center already to get an order out to that retailer, whether it's a sample order or a bulk order. And then, of course, if you're not using fulfillment, we are happy to explore that option with you, or you can print your shipping label here. And then call store is similar here. So you have a phone number here of that store. You also have your phone script. So as we scroll around, you'll see that there's a template. We provide you with a template for email, for Instagram DMs, and for phone calls. The template says something like introduce yourself and your brand, state your interest in the retailer, express why your brand is a good fit for the retailer. Now, again, you have the ability to get help with your phone script. So you may not want to read it word for word. However, it will give you a little bit of a guide to help prepare for your call. So your introduction, what you know about this retailer, and then why you believe that you would be a good fit. And then, of course, the reason why you're calling, which is getting the contact information or getting on the phone directly with the buyer or the owner to continue that conversation. See here, it says, I'd like to send over samples or chat about how we can work together. And so there's a few different means, as we discussed, of contacting retailers. You have email, you have your DMs, and you have your stores, calling stores. Now, we compile many different data sets to try to provide you with as much information as possible on these retailers, all in one place. Although you will notice for some retailers, you will have the email option. For this one here, you can see you have all three, but they may not always all appear. As we continue adding data into our data set, you will find more and more contact information and retailers that will appear. I think I saw someone raise a hand. So if you guys do have questions, feel free to use the Q&A. Let's see. Okay. I got asked about an integration with Squarespace. So it's not there, there's not an integration with Squarespace. However, you can do the same thing as WooCommerce. So if you come here, you can see you should be able to upload a CSV of your product data. If you do have any issues, we'll follow up via email afterwards, and we can make sure to help you format your CSV so that you are able to upload your products, and then you should be able to enter the same experience. So you shouldn't need an integration. You just need to be able to upload your product CSV so we can better understand your brand and help match you with the right retailers. Let's see what else. So we're not integrated with Etsy. I see another integration question. Again, though, if you have product data, all you need is a CSV that gets uploaded, and then you can use Retail Connect. So regardless of where you're selling, you should be able to still use Retail Connect. So this is an interesting question. So someone asked if retailers usually buy inventory or if they have to ship the products and wait until it sells. Now, it will depend. So typically the retailer will purchase the inventory. There may be some terms that get set in terms of payment, and that will be part of your negotiation or discussion with that retailer. If you work out an agreement where you want to send them the inventory and they will pay as the inventory sells, you could work out like a consignment agreement with that retailer. Otherwise, it could be something like a net 30 or net 60 payment terms. But again, that will be worked out on a retailer to retailer basis. And you'll just have to ask them as you're communicating via email, once they've agreed to place a PO, what the payment terms look like. What else? We definitely integrate with Shopify. And so a Shopify integration, whether you're using us for fulfillment or not, is actually pretty important for Retail Connect. Now, if we are able to integrate with your Shopify, not only can we find you the best retail matches based off of your product categories and assortment, but we can also look into your customers and we can find out how many customers you have in different markets and what the overlap might be in terms of the location of your customers, the gender of your customers, and also the typical price point that your customers are willing to pay. So we can actually help you understand how similar is the customer you have to the customer of that retailer. And therefore you can use that in your outreach message to say, hi, not only do I have a product that either you don't have that you can expand or that you're already selling, but I actually have a customer base that is located in your market. And then one thing we didn't touch upon earlier was that you'll notice that Retail Connect is defaulted to New York. You can come in here and choose any city in the US and load an entirely new data set of retailers in that market. So if you are based in New York, you may know your local natural food markets. However, you may not know them in Los Angeles or in San Francisco, in Atlanta, or in any other market. So most brands that I've been speaking with are using Retail Connect to find those local boutiques and retailers in markets that they're not familiar with. In the coming few days as well, we are going to be opening this up and we are going to have some international cities as well. So for anyone who is located out of the US or is looking to expand into retail stores internationally, that will be an option as well. Let's see what else. These are some good questions. We do have data for Canada. I believe Toronto is already an option, and we are expanding internationally to select international cities, and so there will be data for Canada. Yes. I have seen someone write in that you're getting an error. So I also saw you raise your hand. I will reach out to you one-on-one afterwards, and I can help you and make sure that we resolve that issue. Ah, wonderful. So someone in the UK asking if Retail Connect works. Absolutely. So today when you log in, you are going to see US cities. If you are interested in exploring US markets, you can absolutely use it today. And in the coming days, you will also find markets in the UK as well as Europe, and other markets as well. So we are expanding globally. Beautiful. Okay, this is awesome. Any plans to add Canadian retail data? Absolutely. Okay, great. We got a question about the cost of this service. So Pietra, as you may know, is a full service e-commerce platform. Now, with your membership, you will get access to Retail Connect. And so if you start using Pietra today, you will see that you have the ability to send up to 50 emails to retailers, and then you will be asked to purchase a membership. Now, your membership will give you access to Retail Connect. It will also give you access to the rest of the Pietra platform. So if your brand is interested in sourcing new products or packaging, accessing a fulfillment center in the US, or any services like UGC content creation, PR boxes, we can help you source the products for your PR boxes. We can help you kit those PR boxes and send them out. So there are a number of different services and software that will be available to you with your Pietra membership. Hmm. Someone asked how it will work with drop shipping. This is an interesting question. So if you are drop shipping on Shopify, you can use it exactly as we've discussed today. So you will be able to input your Shopify website. We will be able to pull the types of products that you are selling. However, when you do start working with a retailer and they do want to place an order, you would just need to send a bulk shipment of that order directly to that retailer. Now, you likely wouldn't be using Pietra's fulfillment center if you're drop shipping, so you would want to use the label creation option. And so if you remember, we went into sent messages, you would find the retailer, and you would then print that shipping label. Beautiful. Someone asked about ensuring that the emails go to the inbox. Now, something we didn't mention earlier, that I think will likely help you in your outbound efforts is that we are able to help you understand if your email was opened and if it was clicked. So in sent messages, these are all DMs, but here, if this was an email, you would see this email has 1 open and 3 clicks, for example. So it will help you understand who is engaging in your emails. They may be interested, they may have clicked on your link a couple times, and you may want to send them a follow-up. And so you will have those stats here. So that's another reason to come back here on a daily, weekly basis, check in on the emails that you sent, and check out those stats to see who's engaging with your emails. We have a lot of good questions today. So right now you can only email one recipient. So when you do send your email, and so you have Laura selected, you would write your email and you would click send. I won't do it because I'm not going to email Laura. But what would happen is you will then be jumped to the next contact. So if you do want to reach out to multiple contacts at the same retailer, you are absolutely able to do so. But today you cannot multi-select and send one email to multiple contacts. Now, the reason being is just that you can write a personal email to each of these contacts and really personalize it and try to build a relationship with that person. Hmm. Okay, I do want to address this one as well. So I saw that someone said that they matched with some retailers and they saw some designer brands. We are actively removing all of those brands. So continue checking back in. You should see those brands removed. If you want to as well, you can send me an email afterwards. We will send an email following up after the webinar, but you can also email me directly at lauren@pietrastudio.com. You can email me and I will help you to remove those brands from view so that you are looking at only retailers. Hmm. So someone asked about selling to some bigger retailers like Urban Outfitters or Free People. So the answer is yes. You will find retailers of all sizes in your list here. So we are looking at a supplements brand. So we are looking at mostly food and markets. However, you will find retailers of all size. We can go back to maybe New York. And we'll wait for our list to load. So Vitamin Shop, for example, and GNC. So these are large retailers, but then you'll find that there's some smaller ones here. So you are able to reach out to the larger retailers. You will find that there is contact details for those retailers. So you can send the buyers direct emails introducing your brand and why you're a good fit for these stores. But there are also, in addition to these bigger box retailers that everyone's familiar with, there are tons of small retailers all throughout these cities, all throughout the country. And so you're able to access all of these small retailers as well, which are all opportunities for your brand. All right, I see more questions about whether it works in the UK and the cost. So I think we'd address those. So someone mentioned that they were a new brand without a customer base, and if they're able to leverage Retail Connect as a startup. The answer is yes, absolutely. So one way to find new customers is through retail partnerships. So I would suggest going out to retailers in your city or in other cities. That you believe there's a market for your product and making connections with those retailers. If you're able to get your products into their stores, these customers of the stores are going to get familiar with your brand. They will likely purchase in those stores, or they may end up purchasing directly on your website as well. So definitely as a small brand, you can still leverage Retail Connect. Brands of all sizes are using Retail Connect. Someone asked how to share wholesale pricing through Retail Connect. Um, so you do have the option to upload a brand deck. Many brands are uploading brand decks. They are also uploading line sheets. So if you have line sheets that has your wholesale pricing, you are able to upload them here. You're also able to upload multiple files. So if you want to upload a brand deck and you want to upload line sheets, you can upload 2 or more files. But definitely if you have line sheets, it's worth sending them over. So it is not mandatory to create sample orders or confirmed POs within Pietra's platform. So I see that you would want to do that through Shopify, which is totally fine. I've talked to many brands that do their POs through Shopify. If you are a Pietra fulfillment customer and you place that PO through your Shopify, it will come to Pietra's system anyways, and we can fulfill that order for you. If you are not, you are able to still process that PO through your Shopify. That is one of the benefits of Retail Connect. There are no agency fees, there are no marketplace fees. So you can process that order through Shopify. How do you get to Retail Connect after logging in? Wonderful question. And so here you see the home base, which you will see when you log in. If you go to Access Marketing Service, you will see Get Me Into Retailers, but we've also pulled it out here. So you can see Get Into Retail. If you click on this card, you will go directly into the experience that we have been reviewing. Okay. So it is part of your membership. I see someone here said that they are on a lower plan, but looking to upgrade. Definitely upgrade, check out Retail Connect. It is included in the launch and grow and the full service plans. As I mentioned, you also have the ability to use it today. So regardless of what plan you are on, even if you are on a free plan, you are able to find Retail Connect exactly as I just showed you through the home base. You are able to start browsing retailers and start sending emails. You will hit a limit and you will be asked to upgrade to the launch and grow and full service plans, but you can definitely get started using Retail Connect today. There are formatting requirements for the template from WordPress, from the WooCommerce. But if you follow the guidelines that just showed how to find your product catalog and how to export it, it should upload just fine. Again, if you have any issues with the upload, just feel free to reach out to us. Um, I did address this question, but I just want to make sure that everyone has their questions answered when they leave today's call. So yes, you can connect with retailers through Pietra and you can fulfill outside of Pietra. One of the beautiful things about Pietra is that you can use all of the tools and services that you wish to use. With a membership, they are all available to you, but you can use what it is that you want access to. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure there's no additional questions that I haven't gotten to. Um, so right now you cannot search US wide. This search is by city. We can explore a US wide search if that is something that multiple people are interested in. So far, the brands that we've been chatting with are either based in a certain city where they want to grow their retail presence, or they've been focused on entering specific markets. So entering San Francisco and getting into the natural food market, or entering Los Angeles and getting into some beauty stores. But so that is why you have the filter here. It is by state, which you will see. I think I addressed where to find access to it. So I hope everyone can find access to it after the call. I've seen a couple questions about how to find it. So just on your home base, you will see a get into retail tab. So hopefully it is now easier for everyone to find. Yes, so you can upload brand decks or line sheets. I saw someone asked what I was referring to before. So brand decks can be uploaded here. As you see the little attachment here, it says brand deck. If you have line sheets that have the products that you sell, your wholesale pricing, details about those products, you can also upload line sheets here. So it doesn't just have to be a brand deck. Interesting. So connecting multiple stores. So you can only view retailers for one store at a time. However, you have the option to go back and forth between any store you would like. So we can look at another store here. So if I am a founder and I run two e-commerce businesses, I can go back and forth. So now this is a completely different e-commerce business. The Frontal Queen sells hair care tools, hair accessories, wigs and extensions, hairstyling products. You can see here the matched retail categories are also completely different and unique to this business. So this business would be looking for beauty supply stores, hair salons, wig shops. And there's a whole long list of ideas here of retail categories that maybe they've thought about and some that may be new. You can see here spas, barber shops. So lots of different categories of retailers. And you can also see here, this is a fulfillment customer. And so we can see here that the customer is actually, they have a location match. And so the cool thing here is that because this is a fulfillment customer and because we have their customer information, the AI is able to analyze their entire customer base and say, hey, there's a large portion of your customers that are based in New York City that would make this a great retail opportunity for you. And it's something that you can address in your outbound message to this retailer, that you have a big following, a large customer base in New York. So it's something to definitely highlight to that retailer. Oh, where to see if the email was sent and or viewed. So I do apologize. I don't have an email sent from this account. However, you would see it right here. And so I have a phone call here. I have an Instagram DM. Now, if it was an email, you would see one open, 3 clicks, let's say. So that is something that you will find here in your outbound stats. So at any point, you can click send messages. You will see a full record of every retailer you've contacted, any retailers with the most recent activity, whether that activity is a recent outbound message from you or the retailer opened or clicked, you will find those retailers at the top of your list and you will find those stats right here. So definitely very important. It's important for also knowing who to follow up with. You will soon also see a follow up button right here. The cool thing about this is if you see that, hey, this person hasn't responded to me, but they've clicked on the link 5 times, you can click this follow up button. And what it will do is it will return you to this view, but it will have that retailer selected. And then you'll be able to write your follow-up message. And just like we discussed, when you do click send, it's going to send from your Gmail account and it's going to send directly to that retailer's account. And any responses would again go back to your Gmail. Pietra does link with Shopify, absolutely. So we do have a Shopify integration. Now, the easiest way to get started specifically with Retail Connect and Shopify is to just drop your Shopify website right here. We will be able to read your website and you will be able to begin using Retail Connect. Someone wrote that it's only showing stores in New York. So it may be that you have this filter here for New York. It is the default, but just make sure that you adjust it for whichever city that you're looking for. So you can adjust it to Chicago, for example, and then I can pull up beauty supply stores in Chicago or hair salons in Chicago. So just make sure you're updating the city up top if you're looking for retailers in a different market. So you can definitely fine tune the matched categories. And it's something that we are constantly working on. But remember, you have this find more button. And I know some people may have joined late, so I just want to highlight it once again. So for a brand like the Frontal Queen that is selling hair care tools, hair accessories, these are all awesome, right? I can sell in wig shops, I can sell in beauty supply stores, but I may actually just want to sell in salons. And so I can type in salons here and it will load a whole new set of retailer categories. I can then, and you can see here, hair salons, nail salons. So I have a bunch of different matches here that I can now go explore the retailers in these categories. And then I can explore retailers in these categories like hair salons in a variety of different cities that I'm interested in. I love this question though. Can we save our favorites? So not today, unfortunately. However, you can immediately reach out to your favorites. So if you see a favorite and you want to contact them, you are able to contact them immediately. You can write your email right here. You can write your Instagram DM, or you can pick up the phone and give them a call. Once you do reach out to them, then they are all saved for you. So you do have your outbound that saves all of your previously contacted retailers. That's currently the only way to save your favorites, but it's something that we will definitely look into. So it does have to be a Gmail account. I see that question, which is a good question. So today it does have to be a Gmail account. When I walked through the process of connecting the email, you will see here that you do have to choose a Gmail. Now, most people I've spoken with do tend to have a Gmail, whether it is their business Gmail or a personal Gmail. You could also register a new Gmail account for your business so that you have a professional business Gmail account that you can send all of your retail outbound with. So I hope that's not too much of an inconvenience for everyone. The setup is super quick. I think you saw me go through it. It takes about 3 seconds, but you will need a Gmail account in order to do so. No, so when you do add your Shopify store, it's not going to add your catalog into Pietra. It's just going to fetch the information for the AI to do its job. And by that, what I mean is learning the products that you sell, understanding what are the optimal retail stores for you to sell your products in, pulling out a list of those retail stores for you to contact, and then writing the email for you. So that is the use of your store, but it's not going to take your catalog and import that into Pietra. All right. Oh, interesting question about payment. So we spoke a little bit earlier about processing POs through Shopify. That tends to be what I've heard that customers are doing. Although you don't have to. So you can, of course, process orders through your Shopify. Oftentimes retailers will have their own method as well. So it is okay to ask that retailer how they typically process their orders. And if they are open to it, then you can definitely do so through Shopify or whatever is easiest for you. Pietra is still, we're still innovating in this space, so we're still trying to find ways to help you and to close the loop. So bringing you back, making follow-ups easier, making creating shipping labels even easier by automating and by auto-populating addresses. If your inventory is in our warehouse, making it a one-click shipment to get that inventory out to the retailer. So we are still working on refining all of those things to make this process even easier for you. But right now, typically payment is going through Shopify or whichever website you're using. Wonderful. So I think I got through the majority of the questions. If anyone has any additional questions, anything I did not get to, you can feel free to reach out to me anytime. I've been doing demos for a few weeks now. I'm happy to do more. So if you do want, to go through this about just your brand in a one-on-one setting, I'm happy to do so. If you just have any quick emails with a quick question or two that you want to send over, I'm happy to receive those and to help you. So you can email me anytime. I did say my email. It is lauren@pietrastudio.com. I am happy to help each and every one of you as you're getting set up with Retail Connect and contacting retailers. We wish you all the best as you continue expanding your physical retail footprint, and we're here to support you as you do. And so we will send a follow-up from this call. And then if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us.